Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let us put our hands together. Let us bow down humbly at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji, surrendering ourselves, requesting her presence during this morning's meditation to guide us in our meditation so we can achieve the state of nirvichara, thoughtless awareness. Mother, please come in my heart. Please come in my mind. Please come in my attention. Mother, I surrender to you. Let's raise our kundalinis, put ourselves in a bandhan. Just sit in meditation for a few minutes. Nice deep breaths in and out, settling our attention, preparing ourselves to go into meditation or to be in meditation.
Shri Mataji, my name is Finbar.
Hi, I'm Dino.
And we're fortunate enough to be here in Mother's Castle in the meditation room. And today we're going to play Durga Adi Shakti. Durga Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Nirmala.
Let's move our attention to the Muladhara. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Ganesha, I surrender at your lotus feet. Mother, please awaken the powerful wisdom and innocence of Shri Ganesha within me. Please let the essence of Shri Ganesha, Ganesh Tattva, be awakened on all my energy centers, on all my energy channels, in my heart and in my mind, in my thoughts and in my actions. Mother, I am innocent. Let's continue sitting in meditation for a few minutes with the song, which is a beautiful lyrics. So you can sing the lyrics with the song or just read them and sit in meditation.
you can live. You have to have a very pure
This
place.
is Mary Shri Mataji.
Even hut of a poor man would be better than this comfortable so-called place. So one has to use the vibrations all the time to understand everything that you are doing. In that also it can be misleading. Some people feel vibrations and they tell me, Mother, I felt the vibrations and I felt I should marry this man. I said, you did feel the vibrations? Yes. Yes, I did, very much. And I must marry this man. And when I see the man, I see the booth in him. I said, my God, what sort of vibration this lady has felt about. So, in your judgment, what is there? There is no pure knowledge. So, see how connected they are. Vibrations, which is love, and also the other thing which you have to have is the knowledge, the pure knowledge, the true knowledge. We can say that pure knowledge and true knowledge is like the energy, like electricity. And the way you feel it, the way you understand it, it exists, that is love. People don't understand also what is the love is. They get mad after someone and say that, Mother, I think that I'm in love with that person. And after 5 days they'll come and say, Mother, no, I won't have anything to do with that person. Why? Because you have not got the pure knowledge. You did not feel the pure knowledge in that person through your vibrations. Now see how connected it is. Like we can say the sun and the sunlight. What is the difference between the two? Sun is there, when sun comes, there is sunlight. So what is the difference? Or we can say the moon and the moonlight. What is the difference? There is no difference in these two things. One is the moon and another is the light. So all these things are very, very confusing, that we don't understand how confused we are about it, and we don't understand how our vibrations can mislead us. Because vibrations are there, all right, but sometimes even if they are missing, just to justify yourself, you will say, we have vibration. And we feel that it's very good, excellent. And later on, you will discover that it's not so. So, even now, when we are realized souls, we should know what is encompassing us, which is around us, what is that which makes us feel that it's all right, it is good, we should have it. Once we start understanding that vibrations of pure knowledge are of a very different nature, then you are not attached to that person, you are not attached to that family, you are not attached to that country, nothing. But what you feel is the pure vibrations coming to you. This is the point which is very confusing. When you say, my vibrations are good, I like those vibrations, and while you jump into the ocean of filth. Many people have asked me, Mother, why is it sometimes we make mistakes? You do not make mistakes. It's your ignorance which is darkness. And that's why whenever you plunge into it, you fall into trouble. So, to understand that our knowledge has to be completely clear. Like in our house, supposing we have a lamp, it's dirty, you cannot get the light. In the same way, if our heart is not clean, especially our heart, if it is not clean, then we start doing things believing that is right, by which we hurt ourselves or others. It's a very, very common error in human nature to identify wrong things as right and just to make themselves look such a great, such a divine thing. As I told you now, there are people who want to say divide the country. Simple reason they want to divide. Now they want to divide because they want to have importance. The few people who want their importance will instigate others, tell them, all right, we must have freedom. If we have freedom, we'll have this country for ourselves. Then we can develop ourselves. Or a part of the country which is richer, which is better off, they will think that it's all right, we'll have all the money to ourselves, we'll have everything to ourselves. So they divide. They can divide in the name of religion, in the name of prosperity, whatever it is. But if you divide the country, actually you are facing a big problem. Because you have seen that wherever people divide, they fall into a kind of a dark dungeon from where they cannot come out. It's just a few people whose ego is that they want to have some land as their own, but they die. Not only die, some of them are murdered. And like that, all that idea that we'll have this possession of the land goes away. So in the same way, we can see on smaller things also. In smaller things also, we are very much identified that if I have this thing, then everything will be fine. You cannot understand how people just jump at things and say, oh, mother, this is ours, we must do this for ourselves, openly. They don't think it's wrong to say that this is my country, I must do for my country. Then another says that this is my country, I must do for my country. As long as there is this my and I, that means there is no knowledge. The knowledge, as I told you, pure knowledge, is that which gives you a pure light. Pure light means pure vibrations. Now vibrations can be misleading, as I told you, or could be the quantity of vibrations can be less or more. But it's another way to see. Is to see for yourself, why do you want to do a particular thing? Mental also you can use parameter of mental understanding. Why do I want to do it? What is the gain for all the people? If you start thinking from that angle, that what is the gain for others? What will they gain by this? Why should I do it? You'll be amazed. You'll get the real picture of what you are doing. So you must keep yourself all the time in a state where you witness yourself. You see yourself that why am I doing this? What is the purpose? Sometimes it could be some conditioning, could be some sort of a psychological thing, could be anything. But if you start watching carefully why I am doing it, you'll be amazed that your vibrations itself will start telling you on your fingertips. But sometimes the vibrations are so superficially coming, I got the vibrations, I am this, I am that. For this reason, I am saying again and again, though you are such a nice family of mine, and we are all so much blessed, and we have so much of knowledge with us, we should be very wise. If there is no wisdom, we can never understand what we are doing. Now, to develop this wisdom, what have we to do? So every time if I say anything, they'll come otherwise, Mother, how do we get wisdom? What is the way to get the wisdom? Wisdom you have already within you. Shri Ganesha is already there, who gives you the wisdom. But you must take to Shri Ganesh. There I find people become so much addicted to Shri Ganesh that they lose his identity completely. They become very slavish about the whole thing, and they just believe that they are very spiritual, they are very great. All these false ideas are no good. Does your Ganesha gives you wisdom? Now you must count how many wise things have you done so far. Where did you take a very wise decision? Have you been wise to do something? Or you have been just doing it because you are identified with a particular type of life, a particular type of answer? So wisdom is a thing that gives you, first of all, complete peace. If your wisdom is developed, then you become very peaceful. Because whatever people may say, whatever they may do, whatever aggression they may do, whatever it is, you are peaceful. And you see the stupidity of the other person, of the other nations, and you understand why they are doing it. This wisdom is such an important thing in human being. Because animals don't have so much wisdom as we have. Sometimes, of course, sometimes we have even less than animals have. But still, by experience, you see, we have to learn that we have been making mistakes. So many mistakes we have committed so far. Now, are we going to commit more mistakes? Or are we going to be wise? Wisdom is not apparent outside. You can't say somebody is wise by looking at that person. But in vibrations you will know that that person is extremely wise. He may speak, he may not speak. If he speaks, he'll speak about something so deep, so wise and so nice without hurting her. This kind of temperament, if you develop, is to become wise for every question. For example, some are very attached to their children. So much attached that they forget that they are part and parcel of this divine force. And they just start doing all kinds of things. The other day I met one lady whose son was very sick. And she took him to the hospital and doctors gave him all kinds of medicines and he became even worse. Then she telephones to me, "Mother, I don't know what happened. I went to the doctor and doctor gave him this and that treatment and the child has become..." But why didn't you ask me before? Why did you go to the hospital first? Lack of wisdom. I'm there, why don't you ask? We had one case here in Kabila. There was one child who fell down and broke his arm. Now, the mother didn't show any wisdom. She took the child to the hospital and the doctor said, "Tomorrow we are going to operate her and put some artificial arm inside." But the father was sensible. He said, "All right, tomorrow, today I'll take the child at home." He brought the child to me in the night about 3 o'clock. I said, "All right." I put it right. Next day when he took it to the hospital, the doctor said, "But now there's no need to operate because his arm is all right." See the difference. One is worried, immediately they'll go to the doctor. Instead of consulting me, asking me, they are so yogis. But they will go and ask the doctor to do something about it. Once the doctor starts doing something, then they'll come to me. There's lots of miracles which have taken place about Sahaja Yoga, I must say. And in that you should see the wisdom helps. Of course, my attention is there always, no doubt. But still, you should not take it for granted. You have to ask. One day, you see, I was just sitting, I just thought that I should telephone somebody in the ashram of New York. I never telephoned there. So I found out the phone number, we telephoned, and asked if, I said, "Is the child all right?" So the leader there was surprised because that boy had fallen in the water and was in the water for quite some time. And he was all filled with water, even his brain was filled with water. As usual, there were some doctors who said that he cannot survive, and even if he survives, his brain has so much water that he cannot be normal. So I just said that don't worry, I didn't know, nobody told me, don't worry, the boy will be all right completely. So they were surprised how I said so. Firstly, how I knew that the boy had fallen, there was some boy like that, and then they didn't know how I said he'll be all right, and he was all right. He's perfectly all right. So they were surprised at my knowing about it. Okay, how is it that mother knows that there's a boy who is so sick? Here I will say it is pure knowledge. You see, my attention is always around you people, always dealing with you people. And how I know is this, that this attention of mine is global.
To stay in meditation. We'll continue listening to the talk tomorrow. Mother, please establish the powerful innocence and wisdom of Sri Ganesha within me. Mother, please establish the pure knowledge of the divine within me. Mother, let me please be immersed in the state of nirvana at your lotus feet. Please accept my surrender. I am the Spirit. Aham Brahmasmi. With all the wars and the destruction and the religious fights um, going on around the world, we've had a request to use our divine attention to bandhan the issue. This is just following a dream, I think, that a Sahaja Yogi had, in which she was asking Shri Mataji of how to resolve the issue or improve the situation for peace in the world. And when the Ukraine war started, Russia war, now we've also got the Gaza, etc. So the reply that she got was that we should give a bandhan every day for the Agya chakra of the universe. So as we meditate daily, let us make it a point to have that in our attention, that desire for peace to be established on the earth, Mother's creation. And we give a bandhan for the Agya Chakra of the universe, so that the world becomes a peaceful one and worse things can be averted. As we put a bandhan, we're asking Shri Mataji, requesting, beseeching the divine to please put their attention on the problem, to resolve. Let's put our hands together and thank Shri Mataji for the opportunity of this morning's meditation. And thank you, everyone, for your vibrational presence and support. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. And have an absolutely fantastic day, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. do feel free to continue sitting for meditation for a few minutes. Yeah. What time did she come yesterday? Yeah, so she's still got 10 minutes to go, so I'm not going to fear about it.